Okay, good morning, my lovely friends. Let's have a look at this game in my Progetto 46, a lovely autoloader from the Italian side. My first premium tank that I bought for my birthday. Okay, let's have a look at an interesting game with a twist of fate in the end. I'm gonna tell you all about it when we get there. Okay, but for now, let's have a look at this game in my project. Okay, now you see um, from my HUD there that I made the map as big as I could, right? Just forcing myself to actually go and look at it, right? For this purpose, I will make it smaller because you want to see all the details, you know, and I'm not looking enough at it anyway, so I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, now usually I will have a go at this hill here. You notice where the IKV-90 and the SU-100 are going, okay? At, let's say, D9, okay? At D9, usually you can get some really nice shots. I've had some good games in that spot. Even if I am not a TD, I still had really good games. Now, instead, I want to go to B0, B9, and have some opportunities here. So I'm looking for opportunities. As you will see in a minute, they might or might not appear, and I learn a few things and I get lucky as well. So sometimes you will see people crossing, right? And you will see that I'm sniping here, trying to have some early damage from those crossing TDs. Now, usually either TDs or heavy tanks will try to flank our guys, and then is when we get shots on them. Looking at the Type 64, okay. Now Type 64 is making a pressure and he dies right early, okay. Now have a look at this. He didn't learn anything, right? He didn't learn anything from his mistakes. We are gonna go back 40 seconds, okay, and we will watch that Type 64. He's already shot, he's already halfway through his health, right? Let me just focus on him, okay. So the Type 64 wants to die for sure, and of course that wish is granted to him. Okay, so he's going way too far, way too fast. He gets another shot, probably from the Scorpion G that is sitting in the bush there. uh, Probably B3. I might be wrong, but we'll have a look. Okay, we will have a look in a second. Okay, now I decide, looking at that, I decide there's no point because there's no one coming, and there's no one coming from their side either. Okay, so yes, I'm doing this. If you want to ruin it, that's fine. Okay, so I am trying to cross, and of course I'm not looking, and I am going to get a lucky shot from the Scorpion G. Okay, from the Scorpion G, which only gets my truck. So I'm kind of lucky I don't receive any damage. It would have been really hard and really early. Okay, look it up. So yeah, so looking back what I did, so I took some shots. Okay, I see that T-71 peeking, or I'm waiting for him to look. There we go. I'm anticipating he's gonna come up, and of course he does, and we get a really good shot, putting ourselves at 246 damage early on. Some damage upon spotting, 109 as well, and we have to move on. Okay, so we go forward. Trying to punish that Progetto 46. He's really low health, only 53, and I'm waiting for him actually to poke. He doesn't poke. Okay, I look at the KV2, he is advancing, and there's a Cromwell waiting there as well, so I need to push in, help my friend not get killed. Okay, now I am hoping that this Progetto is right here around the corner. Of course he is. I stop for a second. He flashes a shot into my oh, there you go, you can actually see it, it bounced. Okay, and we missed the whole thing, right? So what I do is I block the shot from the Progetto. That was an APCR shot at me, and I get him killed with just AP because it's pretty much doesn't have any armor. Now I'm rushing in with my speed to try and get a shot on the Cromwell. I arrive 1 second too late, and the KV2 gets that. Now I'm checking out the spot. I didn't know about this spot, but obviously people are using it. KV2 gets shot by the RT, because why not? And then I am trying to go towards the beach. Okay, I'm gonna go towards the beach, and we'll see if we can do any more damage. We're only at 246 and 162 this far, so we'll see if we can do more. Now that is you. We have to say hello, and we do, right? Now I am actually taking 2 shots at him, waiting for the 3rd shot, but half a second too late, like always. I am waiting for him to come back whilst advancing. Now you will see there is a situation where we'll have 3 tanks and it's just us, right? I forget to look at the map to see what the KV2 is doing, so we're gonna keep an eye on that now. There's not too many of us, right? So the IS-3 is engaging the T-34. The ISU-1I is actually stupid, like they said, you know. The IKV is moving. The SU-100 should have taken care of the Scorpion by now, but he obviously didn't. So he was just focusing or waiting on the T-34 to appear behind the rock to get some shots, but this didn't happen, as you can see, right? Now let's focus back on me, right? Because we have the IS-22 in the middle, we have the P-43 BIS and the SU-100Y. Okay, now I engage all of them, and we will see what the result of this will be. Okay, and if I get some damage as well. Okay, now we're gonna say hello to our friend P-43 BIS. Okay, and this is another thing that I'm doing. Okay, I'm not gonna go back, but have a look at my mistake. Okay, I will engage the free camera, and you will have to see how much I peek basically before I shoot. This shouldn't have been the case, and because I've done that, of course I want to get a clear shot, right? So I go too much in the open. I take my time to aim, but in the meantime I receive damage. So let's look at my mistake and do not ever do that. Okay, so look, I'm giving him almost half of my tank to what, you know? So the SU shoots. No, actually the RT shoots and he misses. Now I see that the RT shoots and he misses, right? The SU is looking at me, and the P-43 BIS is looking at me as well. And who knows where the IS-22 is? We're gonna see in a minute. But basically, I poke too much. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so the P-43 shoots me, but he gets the tracks, right? Now I shoot, and when I'm going back, I realize the P-43 only gets, I can't even see with this, only gets, can you see that shot? It is the second shot. The first one on the right is from the Progetto with the APCR, and then there's one on top of it that is the P-43 BIS. Okay, now so I am really lucky. Let's look at this. Let's look at this without the distractions, right? Because here's what I do, right? So I go, I don't even look right, and you will see that I get shot by the IS-22 as well. pam pam, I shoot and then I go back. I was really lucky with that shot. I didn't get, you know, all of that damage. Now this was unfortunate, and 602, it must have been a double shot. It must have been a double shot from the IS-22. Okay, so the IS-22 is shooting AP and he's got me for 602. Okay, now I know I'm stopping this, but I want us to understand what I did wrong, to learn from it and never repeat those mistakes again, because otherwise I'm not going to be at 2% OV, right? We have to get 2% better every single day and so on, and in like 50 days we're going to get 100% better, right? So that's pretty cool. Now I acknowledge the IS-22 is there. I know he's backing up, so I go for another shot. Again, I pick up too much, I wait too long, and P43 manages to hit me for 102. Now, this is what I call a good trade, right? So I hit him for 214, I only take 102. So even in the worst case scenario, this is a good trade, okay? I hit double the amount of damage. I try. Ooh, this is an important one. I try the second shot because because it's an autoloader. I tried the second shot on him because he moved right in the second I shot. That was a ricochet, right? And that's gonna be really important later. He could have been dead. He could have been dead. He's on 152, and we have 240 damage. If that shot would have hit, he would have been dead. Okay, different situation there, but he's not. So RNG said, no, Ovi, you hit too many shots, you're gonna miss. Now I am backing off because I'm wondering about that IS-22. Okay, there's no time for me to maneuver, and that proves to be a mistake. Okay, it proves to be a mistake. I should have turned over and maybe even waited for that SU-100. So I back off. I get shot because can you see that for me to see him, I have to give him my whole tank, and that was a mistake. Okay, I should have gone back and forth, trying to force him to shoot, and then I would have had 1 or 2 shots, because as you can see now, looking at the health, he's on 286 health, and I only have 225, right? 240, sorry. 240. I know I can penetrate him, but I need at least I need 2 shots anyway. There's nothing in the world that will penetrate him. 240 and then 320 if it penetrates, but there's no time to change, and if I don't penetrate him, I'm dead anyway. So I go back, I take 468 damage, I go back, I shoot, and I get 286. Now this is what I call a bad trade, but when he shot me, my reaction was to go back into cover. And then I realized, wait a minute, he shot. I need to go back and shoot him to make this a fair trade at least. So only trade 1-to-1 at least. If you're losing, you're losing, but do not get outside of the cover, get shot, go back into cover without you shooting anything. That's basically whatever he deals to you to 0, because you are just chickening out. And yeah, of course I destroyed him as well, so it took him out of the game, right? But that was a bad trade. Now there was another shot from the IS-22, I guess, at this point. Okay, we're gonna have a look, because I want to see. So I go in and shoot him, get the damage, I go back, I want to see what this IS-22 is doing, right? I think he's shooting because he's watching me all the time. I think he sees me there. 468. There you go. He's poking. He is shooting, but he misses. And this is my luck there. If he would have got me here, my game would have been over, right? Now there is still a P43 because of the luck we didn't get when we ricocheted, and there is this IS-22. Okay. Now I know there's nothing I can do about him. There's 209, just one good shot, and I try and shoot. and I low roll. Okay, this is RNG saying no, Ovi, not today. And you will see how this twist of fate is gonna play a massive role in a minute. Okay, so I should have dealt 240. He was on 209. He's only left with 15 health points, which is annoying. You know, low rolling is not cool. But there we go. There was nothing I could have done, right? Let's go back into action. So I am thinking, is he gonna poke? No, he's not stupid, you know. He is not stupid. If he's got the eyes to two, he's played enough games to know what's going on. Uh, Now I am trying to get as close as I can to this tank and try and get a shot on the P-43. Of course, he's still there waiting for me. I am looking at it, and we get the kill. We still get 106 damage there. Now, what happened there, right? Let's have a different look. So now we know what happened with the P-43, right? And a good player looks left and right at the same time. Now, while I was focusing on the P-43, look at what the IS-22 was doing, right? He was going up the hill and he was just waiting for me. There you go. He was there waiting for me to fail, and there he goes victorious, right? With the 15 health points, and he's lucky because he doesn't get hit by the RT either. So this proves the point, right? When you have your health, if you have one hit point, you are dangerous, right? Now you can see all the holes they dug into my tank. It's still almost 2000 combined damage, so it's pretty cool. Okay, now can we switch over to other tanks? F3 doesn't work. Yeah, there we go. Why is it? I didn't click that. Now this IKV is just waiting for his moment. You see how these people play the game. They're just going into a bush waiting for the whole time. You know, GW Panther is seeing that guy, but whatever he's doing, he's probably aiming. Is he even? He's not even on. Yeah, I think this guy disconnected. That's why we were saying, why on earth aren't you doing anything? Is because he wasn't there. Yeah. This IKV. Looking behind him, that was a bit of a mistake from the IKV. You know, he saw that guy, but yet, yeah, it was a defeat, which is a bit annoying. But there we go. There was nothing I could have done, right? Now, before I close this, let's quickly have a look at the end plate, which should be here. Okay, which should be here. So we end up with 55,000 credits, which is not bad for one game. We've completed a mission as well. Okay, we've got our 5 points for the main progression stage 43, which I've done that in the meantime anyway. We did alright, I guess, 700, and we got a 25 bonds as well. Okay, now let's see if we can look at the second part with the team score. We end up second place according to damage. Okay, just under the IS-3, and the KV2 had a good game as well. We saw some action from the KV2 there. and the last one is a little bit blurry, but we end up with a profit of 39,000, which is kind of cool. And we did 11 shots fired, 9 direct hits and 8 penetrations, and 1800 damage, 300 meters. Yeah, 4 more. Penetration 6, non-penetration 3, blocked by the armor 350 because that's no armor that we have, and so on. Okay, so overall a good game, and something we've learned from it, and let's hope you don't make the same mistakes I did. Okay, have a nice day, and I'll keep them coming, and we'll have some tutorials soon as well. Okay, have a nice day, y'all. Ovi over and out.